This is where the new Chinese site has been constructed. This is on a slope which leads onto the Pangong Lake. Now, when we talk about the Pangong Lake, it is important to remember that the large bulk, the large stretch of the Pangong Lake is in Chinese territory. This is actually the line of actual control. It's a bit, it's thinner, obviously, than the way we've marked it over here, but this is the approximate layout of the line of actual control, and this is where they've constructed this. Now, it is in this area that China has also constructed a bridge which we identified earlier on. So what does the new Chinese base actually show? This image that we'll now show you is from just a couple of days back, and it's absolutely clear. As you can see, there are dozens of buildings which have been constructed in this entire area. This Maxer imagery extremely clear about what the Chinese are trying to do. Now, military officials that we have spoken to have said that this has a rather unique layout. And one of the reasons it is unique is because many of the buildings are not asymmetric in their construction or in their location. They're sort of spread all over the place, which essentially means that this could be a military site. If there is a missile strike which takes place, then perhaps the sense is that the impact of that would be dissipated. Now, dual-use Chinese villages, which is what they've constructed across the frontier, which have civilians in them as well, have sports facilities, they've got other facilities. This has none of that. This appears to be a military facility, but could also be used as a logistics facility. Let's go to the next image, which is a real close-up of these structures. So this is what the structures are actually all about. This one structure seems to be more fortified. This could be a central armory, is what we are told. But all of the other buildings, they're haphazardly laid out. They're not as well structured as either other Chinese border villages, and in the sense is that these could house between 6 to 8 soldiers or up to 10 to 12 tons of logistics. Now, what is significant is the rate of construction. Let's stay with this image for a few more moments and just gently pan down to give you an idea of the extent of the spread. Now, when I counted this, there were approximately 70 odd structures. Some of these are still coming up. Now, this entire site is a new site that we're actually looking at. And that's something I actually want to point out in the next image. The next image, the one image that you see now on the left-hand side of your screen, this is the valley, this is the area on the banks of Pangong where the new village has been constructed. This is from 2022. As you can see, nothing over there. And if you move over here, the identical area, this is where this new site has been constructed. This is on the 9th of October earlier this month. In fact, what we can also tell you at this stage is that the construction of this began in March this year. So in just a couple of months, the Chinese have gotten to this stage. So a significant development that you can see over there. Let's see if we can bring up one or two of the other images. Firstly, where the location and a few close-ups as well. That's the location, right, on their side of the line of actual control. But let's bring up another image of the base itself that we've been talking about. If we change to the next image of the base, this is what it looks like. All of the construction activity now well underway.